That's a very great question. I'm glad you said that. Rather be able to tell them I do this than I want to do this.
Lift in love, here with
Noah.
All right. So a couple questions for you. If you could go back in time and give advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Go crazy much quicker.
Why is that?
I waited too long. I could have started all this years before I did, but I was scared to take the leap, so I was doing smaller stuff and didn't want to take the festival approach and really build a brand behind it and realize it could become something. And I've made a lot of progress in a short time, but if I did it sooner, I'd be already 10 steps ahead where I'm at now, and I just want to get there. So anything to make it quicker sounds good to me. So
I like that. Sometimes people struggle with taking big risks like that, and I mean, it was a leap of faith. So
hey, it's hard to look at anybody you know or even yourself in the mirror and say, hey guys, there's $20,000 on the line. We got to figure out how to make it back. I still am not sure how anybody I know let me do that and take the jump to do that, and wasn't like, bro, like, I support you doing your dream, but chill. But we're here, so we're here. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of your favorite food or a lifetime supply of your favorite drink, and what would it be?
Lifetime supply of food, and it is gonna be hot lemon pepper wings, preferably from Corner Pocket, but I'll settle for a couple of other places if I have to. But that's my favorite food. I will drink the seasoning out of the thing. I don't give a shit. Like, I love lemon pepper wings. They got a key to my heart that not many people have, and I can't go any other direction with that. So
if you could walk into any room and have a theme song, like WWE style, you open the door every time this song plays, what song are you picking to be your theme song?
That's a very great question. It would probably be White Iverson by Post Malone. That song made such a great impact on my life. I found it when it had like 60,000 streams on Spotify, super early on Post Malone. He still follows me on Twitter because I was like a fan of him back in the day.
Hey.
And that song just made me who I am as an artist, and I used to have braids in my hair, like all types of stuff, and that's just like the song I love above anything else. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That connection with
with
the song.
Yeah, like it was just cool. Like, we don't got a lot of cool white rappers, I'm gonna be honest, or artists. So to see him kind of come out with some swag and melodic and not like Eminem kind of rappy rap, which there's nothing against, but it was just cool to see a different version of that, and like melodic, cool, and like more of an acceptable way to do it, where you don't have to be like boxed into this like bar for bar rapper or whatever. And I was like, I like this. And if you listen to my music, you can see the influences in that, and Juice WRLD and stuff like that. So
the styles there.
Yeah.
Last question before we switch over. This is a controversial question. It's highly debated.
Okay.
TV shows, past or present, what TV show has the greatest theme song of all time?
I'm quite literally probably the worst person you could ask this question. Like, I watch YouTube. I don't even like if I'm watching TV, it's sports or like WWE live like stuff. Like, I haven't watched stuff since I was a kid, but my favorite probably like cartoon or anything is probably Naruto or Pokemon. And so I would have to choose just because it's more catchy and in English, probably Pokemon theme song, like, gotta catch 'em all, you know it's true, gonna the best of you, Pokemon. Yeah, like, without a doubt, like,
you start singing that, everyone's gonna start singing.
Yeah, like, that shit can go crazy in an anthem. Like, I may come out to my next show to that song, like,
dude,
for real.
Gotta catch them all, like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Catch all the eyes on you, you know, so it works out.
You are the founder, the owner, the face of the franchise, if you will, of InThaFest. Can you kind of talk a little bit about InThaFest and what it is and what was the inception of it? And then we'll get to some questions about it.
So InThaFest is a North Carolina-based festival and event series. We focus on bringing in bigger artists and pairing them up with local talent to kind of provide a platform for legitimacy for local artists. As a local artist myself, it's kind of hard to convince people to come see you with a bunch of other local artists that maybe don't take it as serious. But if I say, hey, I'm performing this Saturday with Boom, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, this is legit, you're doing your thing, no way you're performing with so-and-so. And now they'll actually take it serious, want to come, and it kind of builds a legitimacy that unfortunately the scene and music culture out here needs to get people to focus on the lesser than. So if I can get these big names that you'll take serious and I pair them up with people you don't know, you'll get to know them through coming out and seeing them at this bigger show, and you may not have went and saw them if they weren't paired up with this bigger thing. So that's been kind of cool, just providing a platform and an outlet for people to chase their dreams, do their thing, and realize like it's not impossible. End of the day, it's still like, you know, fend for yourself, like last man standing. Like your music's got to be good, you got to put the work in. Like I can put you on stage or do whatever all I want to, but the rest is on you. And some people, when they get there, are gonna jump and fly. Some people are gonna jump and fall. But I'm just trying to do what I can and play my role and my part in it. What was the other part of the question?
I was just the inception of it, kind of all that.
Like it. I mean, it basically started like I was doing events under no moniker, no name, just like independent with my group and stuff like that. And COVID happened, and right before, like the week of when all the restrictions came down, I had like a big show planned at Lincoln Theater. It's like Tia Corinne, Big Baby Gucci, 10 Cell Phones, my group, The Lost Generation, and I think like one more person. And it was when TikTok was first popping. I had a whole TikTok group chat. People were making TikToks. Like it was like the biggest, like most viral, like coolest thing I was ever gonna do in life. And then COVID took that away. And I was just so depressed and angry, like, this is not fair. Like, I don't know if I'll even be able to do a show again. Like, this is my passion. I don't know what's going to happen. And just that feeling just, like, brewing inside of me and culminating inside of me just created a demon that was like, when this shit ends, it's go time. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to reach out to everybody I know, all my friends. I'm going to get us all together since we haven't got to perform. We're going to come to a big-ass festival and just go crazy, like vendors, food trucks, like something the city and state has like never ever seen. And it sounded crazy. Like I reached out, I sent emails to parks and all this stuff, got meetings, like was able to get loans, like stimulus checks, things to fund it that, you know, I wouldn't have had under other circumstances. And it kind of just like worked out, and I got extremely blessed and lucky, and I did it the first time, and I was just like, I can't not do this again.
And just from there, it's just like a snowball effect.
So yeah, literally just kept it moving from there. Did a second one that wasn't that good, to be honest, but with ups comes downs, and we were able to bounce right back from that and be here today. So I mean,
highest to highs, lowest to lowest.
Hey, that's what it is, man. It's like a drug. You do it.
That is such a good comparison.
It really is.
That is the best comparison.
It's like you go to a show, and it's like so many people. It's like you get that instant high, like you're on cloud nine, like you just shot up heroin, and then the show ends, the lights come on, all the lights leave, and it's an empty room, and you're like, I don't know when this is gonna happen again, and then you just. And you try to throw another show, yeah, and you expect it to do as good as that show, and it doesn't, and then you just, and then one comes along that's that way, and you straight back up. It's a drug, bro.
What in this whole journey? What's been the biggest struggle, and what did you do to overcome it?
The biggest struggle, I feel like with anything, is just like marketing it, promoting it, and getting people to like push it and take it serious, especially on the artist side. We just did a show at Laserdisc in Dirt. The only reason that show did so good is because both of the artists promoted the crap out of the show. They told their fans, come see me. They let them know when it was. They did all that on their end, which does 10 times more than what I can do as a promoter. Your fans are only gonna listen to you. Your fans are gonna take word from you more than they will from me. I can wave a flyer in your fan's face all day long, come see this dude, come see this dude. And if that person never posted or takes it serious, you're not gonna come. So that's really the biggest struggle, is you never know who's gonna take what serious prior to working with them and trying to like get them to do that. And you also never know like what the turnout will be sometimes until you get there. So that's really it. Like it's really just a guessing game, trial and error. Like sometimes you hit a single, sometimes you hit a home run, but you just keep on swinging. And that's all you can do. I mean, besides that, when I was doing it outside, the biggest thing was just like finding a park, pitching to like city council and stuff, like why they should allow me to do this and all that stuff. But yeah, now it's really just finding out who really wants to care and promote their stuff, and you just never know.
You know, until they stand on business, or they fall.
Yeah, so that's really it right now for sure.
And then the last thing I got for you is, as an entrepreneur, you're on this journey of just continually taking hit after hit, wins and losses, all this stuff. So for other entrepreneurs out there, or hell, even talk the artist side of you, because I mean, you're an artist as well. I know a lot of people really just see InThaFest, but there's Noah on top of that. What is the biggest piece of advice you can give to another entrepreneur or artist in your shoes? Maybe they're struggling, maybe they're burnt out. What's the best piece of advice you can give to them that maybe you wish you had when you started?
Don't stop. There's so many times I could have just stopped because I was so disappointed in what happened. I was so broken. I was so financially down. I was so disappointed. I was so lost or whatever. And if I allowed that to come over me and just say, screw it, we wouldn't have made it here today. If I didn't find a way to just push through that feeling, whether that's, dang, I just dropped a single and it's got one play. Why does it only have one play? I don't want to drop music anymore. Or whether it's a show that I put $3,000 in and 5 people come out and I lose thousands of dollars. And it's like, dang, I don't want to throw a show again and lose thousands of dollars. But you never get to win at that peak if you never take the chance on those smaller losses. So even if you feel defeated, even if you feel like you didn't get your money's worth out of it, like the fact you're doing it is the accomplishment. The fact you went and had the balls to shoot a music video and show the world your art, that is it. The plays, like all that stuff can come. Your one retweet, your one repost, your one label, your one whatever from blowing you up. A lot of people's numbers are faked anyways. The fact you can just have the confidence in yourself to do it is like a thing in itself. I mean, even with the show, like to be like, all right, I'm putting up $4,000. I don't know who's gonna come. I don't know whatever. And you may only, like I said, 5 people come out. But the fact you were able to do it and organize it and
resume,
put it together,
make it happen.
I'm glad you said that because I preach by this. It is all about your resume. At any moment, if somebody discovers your page, what do you want them to see?
When you see that quality.
When you
see what you
that's
do.
what I do. I don't archive any old stuff. Like there's shows for me in 2019 look whole different, still up there. So then when they scroll, they're like, dang, he's been doing this since 2019. So it's all a resume. Like you just got to do it. You got to get it under your belt. Like when people are asking what you do, they're not always gonna look deeper. And I could say, oh, I worked with these 5 artists. They're never gonna say, did you make money? Did you take a loss? How'd that go? They're gonna say, damn, you work with them? And that can lead you to so much more.
And you don't even know until
exactly.
you come across someone who's like, oh shit, this is what you do.
Rather be able to tell them I do this than I want to do this.
Oh. Oh, dude, that was. I'm just gonna, Mike. We're just gonna leave this here. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much, man.